Hi, my name is Riana Summer, and this is the very first episode of the Pretend Podcast. I'm so happy and I'm so excited to be doing this. I have filmed this episode, like the first episode to this podcast, probably like 40 times, if not more. Okay, that is not an exaggeration. I've had the equipment to do this since like January of 2025, and it is currently November 2025. Okay, and I don't know why I've scratched every other episode. I just either felt insecure about it or just didn't like it. I don't know. I didn't love them. They just like they made me cringe when I would watch them back. You know what I mean? So let's just like hope and pray that that's not the situation with this episode. Okay, I prayed over this episode. I believe in it. I believe that I'm going to make it through, not cringe at it, and be able to post it. So yes, I'm excited. I believe in myself. um Over the course of like filming all like the episodes that were scratched, I had a lot of different ideas on like what I wanted like my first episode's topic to be about, you know what I mean? And I want this podcast to kind of cover the things that I'm going through in life, like the different life lessons that I'm learning at the moment, and like how I'm growing as a person. And so the topics have changed a lot, especially since I started like filming the scratched episodes in January, you know what I mean? But I recently in like July or June made a TikTok account called The Pretend Podcast, and I just like sat my camera down or like my iPhone down, and I would just like talk about whatever topics I wanted to talk about, and some went viral, some did like really really well. And the one that did the best, or that is still doing the best right now, is a video of me talking about how I am a lover girl and I love going on dates and I love being in relationships. I love having crushes, like I love all of that, but I desperately, desperately need to learn how to decenter men. And I came to this realization in July on my birthday, literally on my 21st birthday, because I was doing a lot of like self-reflection, and I was trying to figure out honestly like who I wanted to be, I think, or who I want to be. I think, you know, as you grow up and as you grow older, you kind of just start to look at your life and you want to eventually, you know, work towards becoming your dream self. You know what I mean? And that's really what I want. And I realized that I love relationships and like having crushes so much. Like it would bring me such a strong amount of serotonin to the point where I would literally have a crush on people that like I wasn't even like truly attracted to, or that I wasn't even truly into like that. I would just make myself have a crush on them because the excitement that a crush brings me is like crazy. It's insane. Like it really is. And I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't just want to like people for the sake of liking people because I think it's fun to like people. You know what I mean? Like there's so much more to life. There's so many other things that can bring you serotonin and happiness and that can fulfill you besides like, you know, wanting a relationship or wanting a talking stage or like whatever. You know what I mean? And when I talked about that on the TikTok video that I made that like is doing pretty well, um, there were so many beautiful, perfect, beautiful girls who were so intelligent and amazing, who were relating to like what I was saying. They also saw themselves as like needing to decenter men, but also like it's hard because you know you're so obsessed with love and like I don't know, it was so cool seeing people relate to me in that way and knowing that, you know, a lot of people were sharing the same type of like struggle, you know what I mean? And wanting to get out of that, but not necessarily knowing how to. And I think I haven't fully been able to do it. I think it is definitely a process, but I have been doing so much better. So much better. I literally used to see people in relationships, like I would see a girl like post with her boyfriend and I would literally not be jealous, not like I wanted her boyfriend. It would be like, "Oh my gosh, like she must be so happy. Like she's in a relationship. She has everything. Like she must be literally so like she must be doing amazing." You know what I mean? And I think learning how to be happy and be fulfilled single is something that like I just desperately needed to do and to learn. So I just wanted to share some of the actionable steps and things that I've been doing in order to decenter men and recenter myself and come into myself a little bit more and grow a little bit more. And it's been an amazing journey. And if this is something that you want to do, I want to like tell you what I've been doing so that maybe we can like help each other, and like tell me what you're doing as well so that you can help me too. Because listen, it is a struggle, okay? Like it is not the easiest thing in the world to kind of like retrain your brain chemistry, because if you grew up or if you've like entered a phase of life where you are really really obsessing over men, that's like you're in your natural state, you know what I mean? You have to like physically take yourself out of your natural state, and like it's not easy, but it is so worth it. It is so worth it being able to create um a peaceful and happy life without needing someone else's love or validation. It's amazing. It's so worth it. So let's talk about it. I have to take my sweatshirt off because I'm honestly sweating so hard and so bad right now. Okay, I'm back. The first thing that I had to do, and the first thing that I would suggest for you to do, is to shift your mindset completely. If you are single right now, right? And whoa, that I'm so sorry for that voice crack. If you are single right now, okay, and you see being single in like a negative way and like a negative connotation, because that's how I was. Like I would get out of a relationship and I would be like, okay, like yeah, I'm single right now, whatever, but I honestly can't wait for my next one. It was like I can't wait for my next relationship. I'm so excited. I'm excited to do, the dates over again. I'm excited to just do all of that. And it's totally fine to be excited for love, because love is a beautiful thing. Romantic love is so beautiful. It's great. But it shouldn't be the only driving force that's bringing you happiness. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it just shouldn't. And you can, think that romantic love is amazing and incredible without seeing being single as just like this horrible thing that you just desperately need to get out of. Because if you see being single as being like an awful thing, then you are going to date with desperation. You are going to date with the mindset of, I don't like to be by myself. I can't be by myself anymore. Like, I just need a partner. And that is not how you are going to find the best types of people, because you are going to be more likely to settle. And because you just are just so like in need to get out of your single state. You know what I'm saying? So start to view being single as being a blessing and as being a really, really great time to mature and focus on yourself and to honestly get your life together. Because if you are someone who is a lover girl or someone who, has a problem with um keep putting men at your center or like obsessing over men or relationships, then a lot of the times when you are in a relationship, you don't always care about your own life as much. Does that make sense? Like sometimes you take your own life for granted or your friends for granted or your family for granted because you were just so focused on loving and being close to your person, right? So if you're single right now, you can take all that energy and put it into loving yourself and put it into being as selfish as you want to be. And I know that selfish has like a negative connotation, and I don't mean this in a negative way at all. I mean this in a way of like, any decision that you make, any like, life decision, even any like small decision like what you're going to eat for dinner tonight, or any big decision like where you're going to go to college or where you want to apply for jobs or like anything like that, if you're going to move, if you're not going to move, you don't have to take anyone else's feelings into account. You know what I mean? Like if you are in a relationship and you're a good partner, then every single big decision or even small decision, you have to take someone else's feelings into account. You are not making a decision for yourself. You are making a decision for yourself and another person. You know what I mean? And right now, you really just don't have to do that. You can build your dream life from scratch. You can take the time to and the energy and just like put it all completely on yourself. And I remember before I realized that I desperately needed to decenter men, I would hear girls say, like, oh, you're single, like focus on yourself, like this is a great time to focus on yourself. And I was like, oh my god, ew. I was like, literally ew. Like, I do focus on myself, I love myself, like whatever. And I didn't even realize that, like, to love yourself and to focus on yourself, you have to spend time with yourself. You have to spend a lot of time with yourself, and you have to get to know yourself and get to learn yourself. And like when you're falling in love with someone else, right? Like, in order to fall in love with them, you have to, again, spend a lot of time with them, learn their likes, learn their dislikes, learn their boundaries, and everything like that. And it's the same thing for falling in love with yourself. And I think that if you shift your mindset from, oh my gosh, like, I'm single, I have no one to love, to like, oh my gosh, I'm single, I finally have the time to completely and utterly pour into all of my dreams and all of my hobbies and into my faith and into my life and my friends and my family and into learning how to love myself and give myself the attention that I deserve and need, so that not only so that in my next relationship, I won't settle, I'll know how to give happiness to myself, but also just so that I can make myself happy. It's not always to evolve for your next relationship, it's genuinely just to keep yourself happy. And I was watching this TikTok video, and I might cut this, honestly, I'm not sure, but I was watching this TikTok video of this girl who was saying, like, I, worked on myself for years. I, did like all the therapy that I needed to do, all the journaling, all the working out, like whatever, and I still did not get a boyfriend. And like people who, don't work on themselves, they're in relationships all the time. And I think that that is just such a interesting mindset. I was gonna say weird, but I don't honestly want it to come out as if I'm judging her, because I'm really not. And I honestly understand her mindset, but I think it is a mindset that needs to grow and evolve. And if you are working on yourself only because you are trying to get a partner, um, that's not gonna work. Because if your end game, or your end goal, sorry, is to be in a relationship, like to make yourself not better for yourself, but for a man or for a partner, then you're not really genuinely working on yourself for you. You know what I mean? And you're not going to be happy or truly content until you get the end goal ultimately, which is another human being to like you. And it's like, I don't know, just try not to focus on making yourself better for someone else. Try to focus on making yourself better so that you like yourself, and so that you're comfortable in your own skin, and so that you know your own boundaries, so you don't put yourself in positions that like aren't great for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I spent a lot of time on this, so I might cut some of it. But the second one, and the second thing that I've been doing, which kind of like goes into the first one a little bit, but become obsessed with making yourself happy. Okay? Do little things or big things, whatever, that genuinely make you happy. And I think that doing this is going to help you have less time to focus on the fact that you are yearning for a man or a boyfriend. Okay? So like, let's say you love like working in a clean space, so like every day you, or like living in a clean space, sorry, so like every day you, you make your bed, or you sweep your room, or you wash your car every week, or you get your nails done every week, or you get your favorite lunch every Friday, or you make sure that you FaceTime your friends once a day so you get like a boost of serotonin, or you buy yourself flowers, or you take yourself on solo dates, or like whatever it may be. Sit down with yourself, grab like your iPad, a pen, a paper, whatever, and write down the things that you know, surefire ways that you can make yourself happy. And this teaches yourself and your brain that you don't need someone else to make you happy, because you can do it. Okay? You can do it. It's literally all in your hands. And when other people make us happy, then great. That's amazing. And thank them for, that, whatever. But you have the power to do it as well. Your happiness is not only dependent on a man or on a partner, it is, it can be dependent on you, and God. But, anyways, number, number three, and this is something that I had a little bit of like, this was like, hard for me. Okay. It wasn't super easy, but give romantic media, so like romance novels, romantic comedies, shows that like idolize or are obsessed with like relationships, you know what I mean? Where like the main plot of the show is like a boy and a girl like each other. Let's see how long it takes for them to get together. You know what I mean? Take a break from that type of media just for right now, not for forever. Maybe even just like 2 weeks, okay? I have realized that me personally, I am very easily influenced, okay? So I could watch like The Summer I Turned Pretty and watch Conrad just yearn for Belly, and that will make me want to yearn for someone. Literally, like I know it sounds like kind of crazy, but like I could watch him and his emotions, like that actor is so amazing. But like I could see him and like watch him really, really yearn for her and see how sad he gets and how much he loves her and cares about her. And I can actually feel it. Like I have no one to yearn for, and I'm like, wow, I want to yearn. Like let me find a boy to yearn for, like seriously. Anyways, if you are easily influenced like me and you see like a couple in love on TikTok or in a movie or like whatever, and you're like, oh, I really want that, I need that, like whatever, if you can be influenced in that way, then yeah, just give that type of media a break for right now. Again, not for forever, just until, you know, you've kind of regulated your nervous system and you're not as easily influenced. And yeah, it's just not something that you need to be watching while you are trying to decenter men or relationships right now. You know, you know, not at the moment. Okay, number 4. I hope we're on number 4. I hope that's right. But when you go out with your friends, okay, let's say it's like a Friday, you guys are like gonna go eat, you're gonna go to the bar, you're gonna go wherever. Don't go out with the intention or with the need to meet someone or to get with someone. Just don't go out with the want to spend quality time with your friends and the want to look pretty and take pictures and to have fun and be healthy and good and happy. Go out with those intentions, because if you go out with the intentions of like, I have to meet someone, I have to meet a guy, I have to kiss someone, like whatever, then if it doesn't happen, you're going to be ultimately disappointed. And if it does happen, let's say you do meet someone and then like whatever, and then the next week he's just like not texting you back, or he's just not a great guy or like whatever, then it's just going to be a bummer. You know what I mean? And in this time and in this space where we are trying to learn how to not idolize or a relationship or not need men to give us validation and make us happy, um I think that you should really just cherish your friends and the moments that men don't need to be involved in at all, honestly. Like if you meet someone when you're out, then that's amazing and that's incredible and good for you, and I love that for you. But if you don't, then it doesn't need to be something that like makes you sad. It doesn't need to be something that like puts a damper on the night, because it could just be a really, really good, fun, simple night with you and your friends. And yeah. Okay, this brings me into the next one. I think we are on number 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're on number 5. Pour into your female friendships, or pour into your platonic friendships, okay? Platonic friendships are beautiful and amazing and honestly so like underrated. They are like, to have a good friend that you can trust and count on and who cares about you, that you can vent to, is, gosh, like just the best. It's honestly incredible. And so this is me again just saying, please don't take your friends for granted. And I feel like a lot of the times, um when you are trying to learn how to decenter men, or when you have had like an obsession with men or like relationships, whatever, then a lot of the times we take our friends for granted, and it sucks. Even if you're in a relationship, like if you're so obsessed with the person that you're in a relationship with, sometimes you do take your friends for granted. And I think it happens to everyone, because I've been the person who will like take my friends for granted just like a little bit, not a crazy amount. I always like was pretty good with that, because I know that like if anything bad happens in my relationship, the only like all you want is your friends, you know what I mean? So I was pretty good with that, but I did have like moments where I was just like really obsessed with, people I was dating, whatever, and I could like take my friends for granted. And I've also been on the other side of it where like I have a friend that I love and she's in a relationship, or she likes a guy, or she's obsessed with a guy, and she's taking me for granted. And like I get it. I think we've all kind of been there. And so this is just like me trying to remind you before it goes too far to pour into them. If you are single and you're like, "Oh, I want a boyfriend, I want a relationship, whatever." Take all that energy, all the love that you would be giving to your boyfriend or your partner or whatever, and pour it onto your friends, okay? Call them, check in on them, bring them gifts, give them whatever. Literally go get lunch with them, buy them lunch. Like all the love that you would give to someone romantically, give it to them platonically, because they deserve it and they deserve to be cared for and loved. And yeah. Number 6, delete your dating apps, please. For me, okay? Personally, dating apps are making me cringe a little bit. So this is very easy for me to say. And I'm not judging you if you are on dating apps. I've been on dating apps. I get it. I get the appeal, kind of. Kind of. And I know that people can go on a dating app and like literally meet the love of their life. And I know that not everyone is looking for a relationship. So that's, if you're not, that's a perfect time to go on a dating app, okay? But as a lover girl, as I'm assuming that you are since you're watching this, delete them. Just delete it. You don't have to delete it for forever, but I'm gonna suggest that you delete it for right now. In the it's not gonna help you decenter men. Like, just period. It's not gonna help you decenter men. It's going to reel you back in every single time you get a like. Every single time a guy texts you, it's literally just gonna reel you back in, because you're gonna be like, oh, like maybe this is the one. Maybe this is my next relationship. Like whatever. It's probably not. And even if it is, it's better to learn how to decenter men before you get into your next relationship anyway, because that's gonna teach you how to recenter yourself, love yourself, fall back in love with your own life, so that you don't even need a relationship. So when you get into your next relationship, it's just gonna be a whole lot healthier. And just delete them, delete Hinge. And they're cringy. They're a little cringy, right? Hinge is cringy. Tinder's definitely cringy. Okay, my last one, and this is something that has really, really helped me. I don't remember what number we're on. 6, 7. I think we're on 7. Okay, number 7, I'm just guessing. I have started really, really getting into my Bible, okay? And I have been a Christian my whole entire life. I have always loved God and cared about God, but I have just started to really follow him. And it has been the most amazing experience, okay? I'm trying to give you guys tips on things that have helped me start to fall in love with my life and start to become really, really optimistic about the fact that like a relationship isn't going to bring me everything that I want and everything that I need. And it's not going to be the thing that completely fills my soul. A relationship is a beautiful thing, but it is not everything. There's so much more to life. And I think that that's so beautiful. And I've been learning that through God, and it's been incredible. I have not been a perfect Christian. I will never be a perfect Christian, but I am trying to seek him and learn about him. And as I do, the more that I do, the better and the easier it gets to decenter men. Honestly, just learning about how, you know, everyone's a sinner and everyone messes up, and it's hard to depend on a man, because we all make our own mistakes and do wrong and everything like that. Okay, so my camera completely and utterly died, but all I was trying to get across was, if I'm sharing all the ways that I have been working on myself and working on decentering men, and I'm trying to give true, honest advice, then I need to tell you guys everything, right? And a huge part of that has been getting closer to God and strengthening my faith. And that's just something I debated on. Like, it wasn't even really a debate. I always knew I was going to talk about it, but I wanted to figure out how much in length I wanted to talk about it, because I know that not everyone's Christian, but I couldn't not share genuinely what has helped me, honestly, more than any of the other tips that I've given you. I couldn't just not share that. And so, yeah. If you made it to this part of the video, I'm so unbelievably thankful and in love with you, and I hope you have the best day or the best night. Subscribe for more healthy girl tips, because I'm in it. I'm doing this now, and I'm very excited to be doing this, and I love you so much. Bye. I did it. Ah!